It's gotta be really hard to perform live though, like the timing of the song to harmonize like that. I don't know a lot about singing, but I was in band for a couple years, so I do know a thing about timing and coming in at the right time and keeping pace. So I wonder if they have like a metronome or like a click or something, so then they can count it out. Because I mean, that's how you know when you're coming in, right? Is you count it out. You're like, oh, I come in at the 6 count or whatever. I love when bands harmonize well. Go back to the Hello everybody, it's me, Brian, everyone's favorite Metalhead reactor, back with another reaction video for you all today. Today I'm going to be watching TXT's 20 centimeters. We're going to be watching a lyric video and a live performance as well. It has been a long time since I've done a TXT reaction. I have been listening to their music, the songs that I've heard, but I'm super excited to hear more music from them. I love what I've heard so far, so let's just pop on our headphones, because music's always better with headphones on, and pop on over to my other screen and listen to TXT 20 centimeters together. Like that bass. Let's go. That's right. Going through puberty. That's funny. My oldest son, his friends are kind of hitting that age where some of their voices are getting deeper and they're all getting really tall. Pretty soon I'm going to have, really tall kids in my house as well, which is going to be quite the change. Yeah, but sorry, that means nothing. I just wanted to share that. I remember back then. Yep. Yeah, this is also around that time that you start to like other people a different way, which, can feel kind of awkward sometimes, especially, when it first starts to happen, just around that age when you feel kind of awkward to yourself, like they were saying there, your voice gets deeper, you get taller, that's just, it happens around that time. And there's, it's an awkward time for everybody and you get through it and it gets better, but puberty can be pretty rough. It was pretty rough for me. It does that. Centimeters. So I did look up 20 centimeters and saw that it was about 8 inches in freedom units. I don't know why we don't use a metric system. It's really dumb. It makes more sense to use a metric system. But anyways, that's a weird tangent. But I'm guessing the song is about like they're about to kiss. Maybe it might be that, or he's just like close to the person and he kind of realizes like, oh, I am starting to like this person. I was pretty girl crazy, pretty young myself. It was probably like 14, 15, maybe even 13. I started like really liking girls, which, my mom was not super happy about that young, but, it's different for everybody. But, it can be awkward. Yeah. I want to pat your head. Ooh. Very different from before. All right. Song has a really good beat. I am looking forward to watching this live. I am liking it so far. Um, I really like this era of them. I've been watching kind of their stuff like in order, or at least one commenter, one of my viewers, one of my longtime viewers. They're a Patreon supporter. I don't know if they want me to say their name. They made this huge list for me, and they're like, go in this order. It makes the most sense. But like this era of them when they're talking about like growing up and puberty and teenage years and like your early 20s and stuff, I think it's important to talk about those times. It's a rough time for a lot of people. Even into your 20s, you're still growing and becoming who you're going to be. And I'm completely different from how I was in my 20s. I'm in my 30s now, and I just can't even imagine myself at like 22, 23. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just completely different person. Um, and life is tough for young people, especially now, growing up now in the world that we are. It's pretty rough. But yeah, I don't know. I love the message that they put out. I can't wait to hear like deeper into where they are now. I wonder what they're singing about now today. If they're singing about like around their ages now, maybe. I don't know. Wonder what that word was. Wow. Held that note for a while. Oh man. They are deep in love with this person. I love your scent, your small hands, just everything about you. I know how that is. I fell hard for somebody like that once, and then I ended up marrying him. So I'm a pretty lucky guy. Probably helped. Coming more. I like that. One hand span. May I get a little closer? May I kiss you? Really, really good song. I can't wait to watch this live. The harmonizing is going to be amazing. I'm going to pull up the live performance here. This is going to go on my playlist. Like I said, I have liked a lot of what I heard from TXT so far. I just love the message that they're putting out during this time. Just like, like we all go through this. It's an unsure time. It's very awkward, but it's okay because we all go through it. You start to see people in kind of a different light during that time. Like I was saying, you like people differently, and we all go through that, and it's can be scary. You can be unsure, but that person feels the same way, and maybe they feel the same way about you. You never know until you try, until you ask. That's how it was with my wife. I was very nervous to ask her out. We actually worked together, and I always enjoyed going to work when we were scheduled together. And I was just very nervous talking to her and pushed through it. I was still very awkward, and my wife's like, "You had zero game, my man." I'm like, I know, I had zero game, because I was like, I like your haircut. And she was like, "Oh, thank you." But you know, it is what it is. It worked out for me. But I do have this live performance pulled up here. Let's go to it. I know some of those names. Yep. Oh, this must be late in the show. They're like sweating and stuff, so I'm guessing this was pretty late into the concert. I would love to see more of it because it looks like they were just going, just dancing like crazy. It's a break song. Oh, wait a minute. Said there's captions, but I'm not seeing captions. Not cool. Oh yeah. They are harmonizing really good. You know, there's been a couple songs that I've heard from there now that kind of have like a jazzy feel to them. Like it kind of slows down. It gets kind of like very personal, and it's interesting. I really like it. Like right here. This is the vibe I get. This is really good. They're really good live. It's gotta be really hard to perform live though, like the timing of the song to harmonize like that. You know, I don't know a lot about singing, but I was in band for a couple years, so I do know a thing about timing and coming in at the right time and keeping pace. So I wonder if they have like a metronome or like a click or something, so then they can count it out. Because I mean, that's how you know when you're coming in, right? Is you count it out. You're like, oh, I come in at the 6 count or whatever. You know, I love when bands harmonize well. Go back to later. He has an in ear out. I wonder why. So I noticed the one member had an earpiece out, then he put it back in. And I know sometimes in one you're hearing yourself, and then in another one you're hearing the band. So I wonder which one he took out to like help him. Maybe he took himself out so he could just sing. I'm not quite sure. This is why I love live music. Good job. Ooh, hitting the high notes. All right. Oh man, they did amazing. I wonder how old they were there. They look really young. They look like 20s, like really early 20s. Um, like I said, I've loved what I've heard from TXT so far. I love their message during this time. I can't wait to hear more from them, to get deeper into their songs. Maybe in like the second or third album. I don't know how many albums they have out, or like mini albums or singles or whatever they have out. I've looked into them a little bit. I'm going to look into them more. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit like, please hit subscribe. That does help out. Please share the video as well. That helps out more than you know. But until next time, take care of yourself, take care of others, take it easy. This reaction was made possible because of viewers like you. Thank you.